You have it dimmed just enough. I like it. The studio looks really good, man.
JJK Studios.
JJ, yeah, he has a painting on the back with his initials.
I do, yeah. Well, my whole idea is with that is to get the guests to sign it, and then let's just play Fantasy Island. We become popular, we become profitable, stuff like that. We can sell, auction.
Why are you doing the Mr. Burns fingers?
Because I feel Mr. Burns.
You know how Mr. Burns put all his fingertips together and goes, excellent.
I don't know,
You're
man.
fucking doing that. But yeah, I understand what you mean, dude. I get it. When things, I say it, when and if things start looking on the up and up, all of the, whatever we get from it goes back into it.
Yeah. I mean, you put in hours upon hours of editing. I put on hours upon trying to come up with ideas for it, promotions, Instagram. Always check us out on Instagram if you haven't yet. It's Under the Influence Stories. We have a reality of where we know where we're at, but we also have fantasy where we want to go.
Well, it's our little pet project.
Yeah.
This is fun.
It would be fun.
Like we had a buddy come over, Elliot,
Zach
on
Elliott.
last episode.
Yeah, it was a fun episode, man.
That was really good. He really unlocked a lot of memories, like funny things that's happened and
stuff I forgot about.
It's amazing what you remember when you haven't thought about it in so many years, man. It's crazy. You're like, holy shit, yeah, I was hiding under that tree. Whoa.
Yeah.
That's the zombie apocalypse.
That's what
We've been hiding out, making sure that they don't get in. So
yeah, the daughter and a dog are playing Follow Me and Make Much Noise. It's a fun game.
Yeah. But yeah, 'tis the season, Josh.
Of October.
October.
What happens
Halloween.
in October?
Halloween. It's all month is Halloween.
Hey,
All month long. I don't care what 31st. I'm even wearing Halloween today. Look at this shit.
I like it.
See that? This is you can only get this on Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
You can only order it on that day.
Oh, okay. That was that. Okay, I seen a post about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the newest Twisted Friday the 13th shirt. He's rocking it.
Yeah.
If you know the band Twisted, you should by now because they're amazing.
And they're just getting better and better.
Yeah, they don't stop. But
don't stop.
what's your with it being Halloween? What's your idea of a good haunted house?
I've had a lot of years thinking about this because I remember being in kindergarten thinking about, or not kindergarten, I'd say a little bit like second grade, third grade, trying to think of really cool haunted houses and being out in the playground drawing them in the dirt with one of my friends.
Sweet.
But I'd say you need to reach a fear that it lets you be immersed. So I took Jamie to the Green Center, and it's like the haunted school.
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of things in school are familiar, right? When you go through the school, yeah, I've been to school many of times, but now I'm in this school that is just meant to scare me.
Yeah.
And it really opened up his eyes, seeing Michael Myers 14 times, and he's always at the end of the hallway walking away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You need to lead up that suspense. Like, I went to the haunted castle in Fort Wayne, right?
Yeah.
And they have their typical sections where you're crawling in the dark, you're navigating through halls, things kind of pop out of you. Then you have your killer clown area. That was nuts, right?
I hate those spots.
They just get in your face and they freak you out and whatever. But what got me the most, and I think it needs to be more like this, in more haunted houses where it's psychologically messing you up. There was one hallway you would go down, and it's a bridge. Have you ever watched Event Horizon?
Yeah.
Okay, you know the bridge between the black hole and the rest of the ship?
Yeah.
It was like spinning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's like that, but lights. And you go down that, and you feel like instead of the cylinder spinning around you, the bridge is spinning around the cylinder.
It fucks with your sensors.
It fucks your senses up.
Man.
You know, and you walk in a room that's slanted, but everything looks straight, you know, stuff like that. That messes you up. But that causes us uneasiness. And so what got me the most, and I think it needs to be more like this, I open a door, and I go in through the door, and the whole room is carpeted, and it looks just like the floor of a bowling alley. You know those bowling alley carpets that are just crazy looking and got a weird pattern?
Yeah.
It's the whole room's like this, and it's black light.
Screw that.
Okay, it's messed up, right? On the other side of the room, there's a doorknob. I'm gonna go, and you just walk in a room, and there's a doorknob on the other side of the door. There's really nothing you can do but go to the door. I go for the doorknob, and it moves away from me. It's a kid in a full body suit in the same pattern as the fucking walls, holding a doorknob in his hand. And you go to grab it, and you're holding on, and you find it coming towards you a bit, and it's like a chameleon coming out of
That's
the freaking
nuts.
And that scared the shit out of me. And the damn, there's a door behind him, and then you go through that, and then it went into another room where everything was white, and everybody in white suits would come out of the freaking whiteness, the fog, and just in your face,
man.
And that was messed up. It's like,
and this was the castle.
Yeah.
In Fort Wayne?
Yeah, and this was some years ago, so I don't know how it's changed since then, but...
Still, that's your memory and the funness that freaked you out. The last one I really went to that, like... not messed with me, but kind of freaked me out just a little bit. Because normally when I go into them, I enjoy the costumes and the theatrics of it. So I'm the asshole who's asking them, hey, how'd you do that? So they getting pissed, so they push up on you a little more.
Yeah.
But what freaked me out, it was at the Albion Jail. You remember that one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
They had the one at the very end of it that Leatherface comes out.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, I seen him the whole time we were waiting because he's out there doing dumb stuff. Well, I knew he was out there, but I didn't think that he was at the end because when we were waiting, I didn't see him run over to the end. Well, they had two. Didn't know that.
Yeah.
So he comes running out with that chainsaw, and I just felt like the movie. The date I was with, I left her. I said, no, I'm gone. Leatherface, yeah, I'm out. I believe I went with Hagerman one year. I think me and him went on a double date out there.
I remember going with... I think Troy once too. I believe
Troy.
Yeah.
Oh, he's such a good guy.
Yeah, we got kicked out of there once too. That sucked. But yet at the end of that one, it did have a Leatherface. But the most messed up one was you walk out and you're in like a cornfield type area. It's like they just made a cornfield. It's not in a cornfield. And you're in the cornfield little area, and Leatherface comes out of the corn, and he has a chainsaw and stuff and chases you, and then he stops after a bit, right? Well, then there's like this little walk over a tire or something, and fucking baby Leatherface comes out. I'm talking a 3-foot kid, but Leatherface with a chainsaw comes out. And it's got one of those voice modulators on underneath the mask, so it sounds terrible. And it freaks us out, and we go running. It was pretty good.
If you were forced to have a roommate from the horror genre, who would you pick as a roommate?
That is interesting. If I was from the horror genre,
yeah.
If I was forced to have a roommate, Holy crap. You know what? It sounds really weird at first, but I think over time it'll be a good partner duo. Would be me and Chucky.
What the fuck? Chucky? How is that going to become a good situation?
Because I think we can fuck with each other. Like, okay, I'm saying Chucky before, like, after Bride of Chucky.
Okay, Bride of Chucky.
Bride of Chucky. That type of Chucky where he was very funny.
Yeah,
he didn't kill everybody.
No,
he didn't kill everybody, but they killed a lot of people.
Yeah, but that was he was more of a demented though, where he fucked with people.
Yeah, he did.
So you got to deal with that until you guys get on a level.
Yeah.
And when does it stop? Like,
hopefully he finds a use out of me.
Well, I hope so for your sake.
Well, I'll ask him. Chucky, we have to get on his level and be like, Chucky, I know you're a fucking psychopath and you're going to kill me anytime soon, right? Right?
Yeah.
Right? Hey, can we make this a partner duo? Just let me do something. I just want to do something with you. Don't kill me, though.
Don't kill me.
I'll do whatever you want, man.
It'll be a part of your organization.
Yeah, I'll do whatever you want, but just don't kill me. I'll even help you. I'll drive you everywhere. I won't say shit. I'll cover you up. I mean, I'll cover for you. Whatever, man.
Yeah.
And if he says yes, be like, okay, but here's a check. Check this out. You gotta take out some people for me, please.
So that's your deal.
That's my deal.
Besides the rent being paid on time, you gotta take some
he doesn't
people
really
out.
have to worry, but he's just trying to get in the back of his normal body. So I'll just hook him up.
Yeah,
How's it go, Dumbella? Tell me how to do it.
No, he was just trying to get into a body.
Well, yeah, you're right.
His normal
body was dead, but a body.
I was thinking about it while you were telling me your Chucky fantasy.
It's not a fantasy. That's what I
know. I
don't want to be with Jason. He doesn't talk at all.
And that's what I'm going through. And plus, Freddy. I thought Freddy, because of the glove. I mean, he could detach it. He's not, but he was a child molester.
Well. And
so you got to go around, like he's got to go around telling people, and then you got to be like, oh yeah.
Yeah, and you'd never be able to sleep around him.
Exactly. Yeah. He's gonna fuck with your nightmares.
Yeah.
So, I am gonna go a alternate side route, and I'm gonna get me a gremlin.
You mean the gremlin?
Yeah, I'm gonna get me one, and that's gonna be my roommate.
They really didn't go out killing.
No,
but they were so mischievous.
They killed people, though.
They did kill people.
When they hung the chick with the lights?
Yeah, when they get in big groups. One at a time.
One at a time. And I'm thinking Spike is who I want. Spike or the one that was like...
Whatever, you put a plastic fucking bag around him, though.
Yeah, well, they're going to be easy to take out. See, Chucky, he's going to fuck with you. And he's going to... If it ever comes down between you and Chucky, Chucky's going to make it.
Yeah, Chucky will make it, but guess what? You have a fucking gremlin that if you just spit on him, you have way more gremlins.
Uh-huh.
You have a fucking disease, a spreading cancer of monsters ready to breed in your house.
So you think, like, let's play scenario time. I'm taking a shower. He jumps in just to pop off a bunch of those little gremlins so he can... Okay.
And they grow fast.
That is a problem.
And then they'll get into your lab set, and fucking one will go electricity, one will be a spider, some stupid shit like that.
Fuck. I didn't think this one through.
No, you didn't, because they are very bad. Don't get them wet. Okay, and don't feed them after midnight. Like a mogwai is just as worse. It's like the incubator of all that bullshit.
But I think Michael Myers would be boring. He's just gonna come up and walk behind you with a machete and just stand there.
Yeah, I know.
And then he's going to walk away. How are you going to play like Madden with him?
You can't do anything.
Some Call of Duty.
You can't do anything with any of those horror guys.
Chucky, you could.
What about, let's see. Now, you really can't do anything with most of these horror people. Leatherface, you can't. No.
Yeah, because he's like inbred.
Yeah, so there's really nobody that is safe.
Okay, so would you go Shaun of the Dead route and just take a zombie as your friend? And hook him up?
I don't know about that. The only thing that I think would be your friend as your damn, like a roommate would be a vampire. Because they're reasonable motherfuckers. And they'll just probably feed on you a couple times, and then they'll be like, hey, you do my bidding, my blood is in you, vice versa. I'm going to sleep during the day, you just fucking walk around with a shotgun and make sure nobody tries to kill me. At night, we'll have a great time. I'll keep you up all fucking night and you won't be able to sleep.
Have you seen that show, What We Do in Shadows?
No, I have not.
FX did a vampire show, and it's like a reality vampire. Like, they follow this family of vampires.
Really?
And they got an assistant who's a human, but he wants to be a vampire.
Right.
And he did the 23andMe.
Yeah.
And he found out he was related to Van Helsing. Yeah. And then they got a psychic vampire who lives there, and he's you remember the movie or the show The Office? Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you remember Dwight's friend that ends up getting hired in the warehouse?
Yeah.
Okay, he's the psychic vampire, so take his monotone voice,
right,
and that's how he drains your energy. Well, he lives in the house with them, and he's always making fun of them because he can go out in sunlight, and they can't.
What?
Yeah, so he's like, oh, what are you going to do? Come after me? It's daylight. You'll fry. And just his Leslie, she hates it. She thinks it's the dumbest thing, but that
is awesome.
It's great.
That is awesome. So that's a pretty cool Halloween show if you want to check that out.
Yeah, you should check it out. I watch it on Hulu. It's really funny. They only have one season. It's hilarious.
Hulu, I've been really going to. Letterkenny has been making me roll. I don't know what is so funny about this Canadian comedy.
Canadians are hilarious.
Man, the guy that plays Wayne is amazing. Now, there's only one weird thing that happened that's in the show that's like, it's just weird. There's these, they call them the skids. They're fucking meth heads. And they're so weird. They're like,
You say meth heads are weird? That's interesting.
That's interesting, yeah.
No, really.
Yeah, they're like a ska. They have like, emo type.
Fucking emos.
It's weird. But other than that, he's more of like farm hand. And then there's different sectors up there. You know?
Well, Trailer Park Boys showed us that.
Yeah, with Bubbles.
Bubbles. It's a goddamn travesty.
We need alien human hybrids.
I gotta have alien human hybrids, Joe. Oh, you guys, you don't even know. Me and Devin, by chance, were talking on the phone the other day on a video chat.
Yeah, we're video chatting.
So we're just messing around, making each other laugh, and I'm doing my Alex Jones impression and getting real close to the camera. And then I notice on my phone that there's all these little things you can touch. And I hit these hamburgers. And then all of a sudden there was this giant hamburger eating competition. And me and Devin could not quit laughing. I was crying. That's how hard I was laughing.
It was so funny because I was really serious about what we were talking about, because we were talking about, hey, what time are we going to show up? What time's Zach going to show up for the interview? And then all of a sudden, all I see is my face get huge and like giant glasses, and I'm eating hamburgers. I'm like, are you fucking serious? What is this? And he hung up on me. It was so funny.
I couldn't continue the conversation.
He couldn't. And we didn't even talk after that. We didn't talk to each other. We couldn't do it.
Oh, we had to give each other a break.
Yeah.
Sometimes those happen. I mean, you are one person that I have constantly been able to bring myself to tears laughing with. Just because of the...
He was yelling at me because I just kept sending gifs of hot dogs, smacking him in the face, shoving him in his mouth, calling him a wiener. Then I kept sending muffins and calling him a wiener muffin.
Yeah.
And he's like, what the fuck is your problem?
I couldn't understand it. Because that was the moment I was trying to have a serious conversation with him. I think that's our thing. If we start talking serious, it turns into a fucking...
It's like that. The guys at work,
yeah,
we get down to business, but when we know things are running as normal, as should,
Yeah.
as fucked up as they already all, it's called the fucking that we go through. So you think somebody's gonna come up to you and say something that's maybe important?
Oh yeah.
But it's not. It's not. It's like, it's terrible shit. It's just the worst thing you could say to a human being and then walk away. And it's the funniest shit. Like, acting like they want it. They're like, come up to you. Want to make fuck? I'm like, what?
Oh man. Let me tell you something. Speaking of just like saying random shit, I was in one of my when I was going through rehab, I was in a drug class.
Okay.
And we're in a group setting, and the lady's talking to us about different things, and she's like, what are the alternatives you can do as opposed to using your drug of choice? And this one guy that I became kind of friendly with, me and him exchanged phone numbers, talked to each other a little bit. He's just, out of the blue, he's just like, make sex? Just like what you were saying. And she goes, what? He goes, well, it's not really make sex. I guess you could do sex. And she goes, yes, do sex. You could do that, I guess, yes. But that just made, sorry to go off on what you were saying, but it just made me laugh thinking of that.
Yeah.
I haven't thought of that guy in a while. Oh, that's just funny. And then there's the infamous, we talked about it before, what's the most craziest thing someone's ever said to you when you say the phrase, how was your weekend?
Yeah. So how was your weekend, Josh?
Oh, shit, I don't know. I got fingered by Jerry Seinfeld.
I remember you saying that.
I was told this by a coworker when I asked him how his weekend was, and I couldn't hold it together. I had a 5-minute break just laughing because I was like, out of everything you said or could have said, that's what you came up with.
Yeah.
He's a funny guy. I like him.
Yeah, I would, and like, when you get hired at a new place, you gotta understand, like, here you gotta first impressions go a long way, and then after that, let them know what you really are.
Oh yeah.
Because you go in there and you're down to business, and then you like come up to them and you go, "Hey, did you know there's like 27 bones in the human hand?" And they'll be like, "Wow, that's interesting." And then you'll go, "Well, 28 if I get bored." And they don't. Then they're like, "Oh my god, that's fucked up."
Then you go, I made a friend for life.
I guess.
Boner jokes.
I guess.
Yeah, it's fun.
My grandpa used to tell a bunch of jokes. Like when we were kids, he would just tell jokes to us. Almost every day he had a new joke. And they were amazing. And they were appropriate for our age every time, even though some of them were like ridiculous. And you would just be rolling.
So there was never any aristocrat jokes?
Aristocratic jokes?
No, the aristocrats. You ever hear that joke?
Mm-mm.
It's like an old, not urban legend, but it's a joke that it's supposed to be the most filthiest joke ever told.
Really?
Yeah, and you're basically you have a plot to the joke. Your job as the comedian is to add in the extra information to this specific plot. So every comedian who tells this joke starts it off with a family of like 5, a mother, a father, and 3 kids, and they're in a traveling circus, blah blah blah. So then from there, they like add in disgusting details of what they do on the high wire, and like you get creative with it. There's an actual documentary out about it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So it's you ad lib off this certain topic that they have chosen.
Yeah, so they go into a talent agency and they're pitching the idea of their circus act. And at the end of it, you have to do the beginning and the end never change. So like at the end, they do this performance and everything, and then they put their arms out and they go, the talent agent goes, "What do you call yourself?" And we go, "The Aristocrats." So it sounds dumb right now.
I think I get it. I know it's like a a thing in the industry that's like legendary.
Yeah,
it happened, and
like, there's a documentary out about it.
Yeah,
you know, Sarah Silverman's in it. Jerry Seinfeld, pending his investigation on the fingering of my friend on that weekend, because I assume it was unwanted.
Damn.
Anywho, but yeah. So what do you got coming up, Dev?
What do I got going on?
Yeah. How are the kids?
Doing good. We had parent-teacher stuff, and everything's going good there.
Yeah. Your kids are so well behaved.
Oh, thanks.
Like, it blows me away.
Yeah. It's amazing.
I don't know if that's an act. It doesn't seem like it.
No, it's not an act. You just love them.
Yeah.
You just gotta love them, guys, and know that they're just tiny humans, just like us. You tell them how the world is, and they'll see how the world is.
Yeah.
Like, when they're young, people like to shelter and shield a lot of shit from their kids. And when you do that, you're creating like some sort of fantasy, which is still good. It's still that Santa Claus. It's still that Easter Bunny, but it's not real when shit hits the fan or when that situation actually arises. I would tell my kid, you're not gonna win all fights.
No,
you're not. You're not gonna be a winner all the time. But it's what you do with it, what you learn from it, how you respond to it, act to it. That's what makes you learn. That's what makes you grow. Just accept the fact that you're not going to win them all. And there's a lot of different caveats in different areas there. And you just tell them how it is. There's some things that you hold back because that's adult. There's a difference between like the adult acts and stuff that, you don't want them seeing.
Well, it's like what you said with your grandfather and his jokes for you guys. Age appropriate. You just got to learn.
Well, the thing is, here's something that was crazy, is that my grandpa told me a joke way younger than I should have known.
Mm-hmm.
Like, crazy. It's funny, and I love my grandpa for telling me this joke. But I was seriously probably 5 when I repeated this joke back to my family. Would you like to know what this joke is?
I'm actually wanting to know.
Okay, he told me this joke, and I was way too young to hear it, and I was way too young to understand what it meant.
Mm-hmm.
I just told the joke, and it made people laugh. So here's what happened. This guy and his family, okay, he's a hunter, and he's out hunting for duck, and he's got his dog with him. He's got his kids with him, and they're out there. And he finally sees a duck and shoots a duck. All 3 of his boys got to see their dad, shoot a duck for dinner. So later on that night, at the dinner table, all the boys and the family and the wife were all sitting around eating, and they were just so happy that they got this duck to eat. Later on that night, the guy wakes up to his son knocking on the door and says, it's his youngest son, and what's wrong, boy? He goes, Daddy, I'm peeing out BBs. Peeing BBs. So he's sitting there, oh my God, I forgot to take all of the BBs out, the pellets, Mm-hmm. Hey, go back to bed. If it gets worse, we're going to the doctor in the morning. You should be fine. They're not lead, okay? So he goes back to bed. His second son comes out. Dad, what's wrong, son? I'm peeing out BBs. I'm peeing BBs. He goes, just like your brother. I can't believe it. Okay, go back to bed. If it starts to hurt, wake me right back up. We'll go. So a couple hours later go by, and this kid comes and knocks on the door. It's his oldest. He says, Dad, he goes, let me guess, you're peeing BBs. He goes, no, I jacked off and shot the dog.
You said this at 5 to your family?
To my family.
Oh my God.
To my family. And all I heard was, where did you hear that?
All I can hear is young Devin. I jacked off and shot the dog.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, am I performing right, guys?"
Yeah, you definitely didn't get
I was
called.
so innocent when I told that joke, by the way.
Carson did not call you to the couch after that joke.
No, I don't know. I just told it to, it was like, my family.
But that happens,
Oh, you heard a funny joke today? Yeah, I heard a funny joke today, Mom. You know what I mean?
At the age of 5, somebody I know, I'd already sipped beer with them, so.
I did that on accident when I was a kid, where I thought it was Pepsi.
This wasn't an accident. This was, here you go.
Wow.
Yeah. Sometimes that's the thing, like we were talking with parenting. You ever listen to The Fighter and the Kid? It's Brandon Schwab and Bryan Callen.
Bryan Callen, yeah.
Yeah. Bryan Callen was on, it was Tiger Belly? I think it was Tiger Belly. Yeah, it was. So he's talking to Bobby Lee, and this was years ago, and they were talking about how his kids are well behaved and the techniques he uses, and he said at the beginning when they were younger, I did that technique of yelling and getting upset with them when they made their own choice.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I started realizing that when you yell about a child making their own choice in a matter, like whether it be getting marker on the table from making a decision on coloring, something like that, So they did this thing where they role played a situation, and he was like, Bobby Lee's like, what if I would have said, "Fuck you, Dad, I'm not cleaning my room," and all this. He goes, well, what I do now, he goes, I get into psychological warfare with them. And they're like, whoa, what's that? And he goes, what I do is, if my child would just say that to me, I would look them in the eye 3 seconds. I would turn around, walk out, go to the garage, cool off for 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Come back in, get close to them, not too close, but close. Look them in the eye and go, I don't appreciate what you said and how you said it. I think it'd be in your best interest if you were to do this. And I'm sorry that you feel this way. And he says that. Over time, doing that shows the kid that, yes, they are still able to make their own choices, good or bad.
Right.
But the reaction they're going to get out of me is always going to be the same, because it's going to be scary. What did he do out there for 15 minutes? Like those things are going to play into their head. And to see you come back calm, cool, and collected, they know they can't push you, so they back off.
I hid my son's phone.
Yeah?
I said, behind the thing that you would look last.
Mm-hmm.
I just put a book over top his phone on the bed, right? Because he's been skipping on reading.
Oh, okay. So this was like a punishment type thing.
In my own way, I suppose.
Yeah.
And he couldn't find it. I go, it's the last place you need to look. Like the last place that you've looked this whole time. And he goes over there. I go, what do we do? Where's it at? And then he finds it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Hey, and they're always changing and always growing up, so you always got to switch up your strategy. Like, mine's getting older, and I love them to death, and I could just see a 13-year-old, 14-year-old, 15-year-old. Kid's got a stash at 12. But, yeah, he's a smart little kid. He's doing great. I know it's all going to be good, regardless.
Are your kids into Halloween?
Yes, definitely.
They are.
Okay, so I think Jackson, he's going to be he's Thanos this Halloween, and then Jamie is going to be Jeff the Killer. Like that creepy pasta dude.
What?
Jeff the Killer, he's a creepy. It's this thing that's on YouTube. It's called Creepy Pasta. Check it out.
Never seen it.
Yeah, you might want to look it up. Look it up. Creepy Pasta, Jeff the Killer.
On YouTube?
Yeah, there's stories about these creepy ass fucking people. Jeff the Killer, there's another one. There's a guy with no eyes. I don't know.
So out of everything he could be, he just said, hey, Jeff the Killer.
He was Jason one year.
Okay. So what is it again?
Creepy Pasta.
Creepypasta.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw this some time ago. And, yeah, I was like, who is Jeff the Killer? And I seen this, and I listened to it, and I'm like, okay. Well, it's like an urban legend they make up.
So this is like those books we used to read.
Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. You know, that's set in... All 3 volumes are right at the toilet in my house.
you know what was so good about those?
The
drawings, and then looking at the drawings, and then reading the story, and then letting your imagination
just whoa, man. Those drawings were so creepy. They put you in such a creepy mood. How they're drawn, they're crude, and guess what? If you check it out, they made a show on it using the exact drawings as models for these stories.
That's crazy, bro.
I like that. I like Halloween. I like the way you guys did out front with the bushes with the girls.
Oh, that was all the wife.
Yeah,
wife and the
girls. I already complimented her on that. I said nice pink. I didn't know they had a
orange.
Pink. It looked pink in the sunlight though.
Is it?
It looked pink.
No shit.
When it's in the shadow, it's orange, but it's the webbing that's out there. I go, nice pink webbing. I didn't know, and she goes, no, it's orange. I go, it looks pink in the sunlight, and she goes, yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? And then when I was out there earlier, they look orange. It gets darker,
You want to see something that cracks me up every time I watch it? It's just some random guy, so we can't get anything. I've already checked into it.
You already vetted it?
Yeah,
Let's check this out. All right,
This makes me laugh.
Not gonna lie, this is totally me when I go to Olive Garden.
Okay, so...
Oh, freaking epic. An Olive Garden.
Oh my gosh.
I can't wait to eat all of the olives.
Okay, just put that away. Don't take us down, Olive Garden guy.
Oh, that shit's so great.
It was just it was like a joke on...
Freaking sweet.
It was like a joke on the freaking... On making a joke about Olive Garden. It was so cheap.
Oh, it was done cheaply.
It was done cheaply, yes. Oh, I forgot to show you, and I can't really show you right now since it's on my computer.
Yeah.
Because we're recording right now. But I have a graphic I made for the place for the channel.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Hey, did you happen to read Mr. Dewey Bontrager's messages to us?
Yeah, I did.
Did you see what could possibly be in the works for us?
What was it? I don't know the specific thing you're talking about.
He knows somebody. We might be getting Under the Influence Stories t-shirts.
Oh my god. Yeah, t-shirts. Yeah. Here's something that is messed up. Somebody just sent this to me from work. This guy's man's deadly selfie. Can you spot what's wrong? A man has shared a warning to those exploring Australia. It says, "Is this Devin Thornsberry?"
That's you, dude.
Dude, that's not me. But yes,
that's you.
That is not me. That is not me. That is not. But he's an Australian, and apparently something's about to fucking eat him, though. Oh my god.
Your doppelganger's dead.
That's crazy. That guy looks exactly like me. Oh my god. I have to do a screenshot of that. I'll put that up on here too.
You need to do a side by side shot of that.
I'll put yeah.
That's
well, I just take whatever's on my Facebook picture.
Get a tan and you'll look just like that.
Well, the guy is way tanner than I am, of course. But that is fucking hilarious. That is hilarious. Damn. But yeah, anyway, that's what happened there. Somebody just found my twin. That's nuts.
You know, when we were talking about haunted houses and stuff, just down the road, probably about 15 minutes, is one of those screen parks. Yeah. I don't know about it, though. It always looks kind of janky to me, but they got the Cuckoo's Nest out there. I forget what it's called.
I don't know either. I tell you what though, I'm going in November down to see my grandpa, and we're going to visit some pretty cool sites down there.
Where's he at?
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
I love Tennessee.
Fayetteville, actually, Fayetteville, Tennessee. Yeah. They have a badass dinosaur park that way. It's like all outdoors, and you go there, and it spans maybe a couple acres, and you go through the woods, and you're just these trails, and it's just these giant life-size dinosaurs out there. You know, they look that big. It's really cool.
Wow.
It's really cool, and you see them in their natural habitat while you're walking through it, and then they have a playground that's all dinosaurs. Like you're playing on the dinosaurs. It's so cool.
I always got offered Bart Simpson acid every time I'd go to Memphis, Tennessee, in the Greyhound.
That's
every single time.
Dang, that's always.
Always. It was like 3 times I stopped there on my way down to Jackson, and yeah, there's this one. There was like 2 kids. One was twice, but every time it was the same thing.
Right.
Hey man, you party? Yeah,
that's
party.
That's too crazy for me, dude.
Bart Simpson acid? I'm like, no, it's 3 o'clock in the goddamn morning. Who the fuck's thinking about taking acid right now?
What is your problem, man?
And I would sit down and smoke me some popcorn.
Popcorn, okay.
Right on the street.
Hell yeah.
Oh, the best was though, I would get on in Elkhart, the Greyhound, and we would make our way over to Illinois, and we would always go. We'd like hit Champaign, Illinois, and then from there you'd go to Chicago. Chicago, you'd get on a different, and then all that.
Right.
But we broke down in Champaign, and there was this guy sitting next to me, and I guess he just recently got out of jail, and he was on his way to Jackson, Mississippi too, to start his new life. So me and him started talking, and he was like, hey man, watch my shit.
Right.
And I'm like, cool, you know. So we developed a little Greyhound bus friendship.
Right.
So when we get trapped in Champaign because the bus breaks down, he wants to drink. He's like, well, what else are we going to do? And we were at this stop, like a little mom and pop gas station, and they had a cook in there and everything, and so he bought all these little bottles and everything and asked me what I wanted. So
right.
He bought the alcohol. I went and got the pops and the juice and all that and ice. So I get my whiskey, pour it in there, make me a whiskey and Coke, sipping on it. He pours his drink. He gets busted with his drink. And then they take all his alcohol. And I really wasn't looking to get drunk, but I was like, you know, well, you can have mine.
Right.
He's like, man, you'd really do that for me? I was like, yeah. And I put like 3 of those size things of whiskey in mine.
Right.
32 ounce. So it's a strong thing. This motherfucker tips it back.
Oh my god.
Gone. He was drunk by the time we hit Memphis. And that's when we got offered acid.
Nope, never did. Sorry.
Me either. I've never had a...
Nope.
I'm more of a person, if it's not from the ground, I don't really want it.
Right.
Mother Nature's got to make it.
I just need to stop smoking cigarettes. I need to stop.
Yeah, you do. I got to quit chewing.
Oh, yeah, you chew.
Oh, okay.
So I feel better now. You make me feel better when you do it. See?
God damn.
Yeah.
You see that? You just threw it. You chew.
You chew. Yep.
Yeah,
Tossed you under the bus.
Man.
See the plates and that shit?
Yeah, I know. I got to stop. It's gross.
I do too. It's a mini escape in some weird way. I just need to figure out how to supplement that.
Heroin.
No, you fuck.
Oh yeah, that's the worst way.
No.
Oh, no advice.
Hey, I was gonna tell you earlier. Oh yeah. So my guy, Terrence.
Yeah.
He didn't give me a date, but he's still interested. He says there's just been a lot going on, He'll be having time up. But he sent me this song. You want to listen to this shit?
I do.
All right. So he records it. Where is he recording this? What am I looking at? I don't know if it's the ceiling or
he records it in the ceiling.
He's in the bathroom or he's inside a kitchen. I don't know where he's at, but it doesn't matter. The acoustics all right. So here we go. Go. But like, tell me what he reminds you of.
Okay.
We were 6 years old, standing in the front row. Every word to every sound is true. Got the rock and roll rhythm and blues. Well, the record is screaming that rock and roll is dead.
He's got a cross between Aaron Lewis and Blind Melon.
I feel like Velvet Revolver type, like Scott Weiland.
I can see that. That's very good.
Yeah, and this band Blacklist picked him up as a singer, but they had problems with their guitarist. But other than that, motherfucking chance.
That was good. You said Terrence, and he's in Blacklist.
The Blacklist is the band. Yes. So far, he's just sent me clips of stuff that he's done. I told him whenever he gets on here, you just represent yourself if you want. But I told him I got him that art. He even changed his freaking picture. What do you call it? His profile picture on Facebook to that what I made him. That's pretty badass.
Look at you.
Yeah, just making people happy, dude.
You're a happy go-getter guy.
Yeah. Yep. You like that?
I do like that.
Good.
I like you. You're a good friend.
It's fun to be good friends. Even wherever I go, I like to just make buddies that see it the same way I do. You know what I mean?
What's your take on have we done the discussion of what they're doing with the superheroes and making a Wolverine woman and all that stuff? Have we discussed that?
There is a Wolverine woman already.
I know, but that they're basically getting rid of Wolverine. You're no longer accepted in society, and then she's making her comeuppance in the superhero world.
Where did you hear this? Where did you hear this?
I was just reading random things.
Huh.
I was just asking.
I have not heard of that. No. Here's what I hear. Wolverine may be coming back, recast or not, because Jackman still hasn't said anything yet.
Well, he's going to have to see if he can do it.
Well, yeah, he's got to beef up, but he was Old Man Logan. Go be Old Man Logan again. And you know what? They can CGI. Hey, I know, Jack, I don't want you to go through all of this freaking work again, even though I know you could put it in. But why do that when we can just go, hey, take your shirt off, we'll scan your ass, boom, you got some CGI pecs, we got you, whatever. But anyway, they're going to bring him back. Spider-Man's back in the MCU. Venom's going to be in the MCU. The new bad guy that I think it's going to be the next Avengers level threat is Galactus, which is a Fantastic Four bad guy, which now they're going to do Fantastic Four right.
Well, why do you think he's going to be the new thing? The new big...
Because after this, I think they're going to lead into what they call Secret Wars. Secret Wars is they put all these superheroes on Battleworld from 2 different dimensions.
Yeah.
So this dimension, all the X-Men, Avengers, and all this, they exist this way, and vice versa on this other dimension. And I think I can't remember his name, the Collector maybe, but he creates Battle World, and it makes them fight for each other's dimension. So bad guys and good guys have to fight side each other, just to fight the other dimensions, good guys and bad guys.
No shit.
And it plays into it because of the way Avengers is, and they involve time travel, and now that one choice got messed up, what about this timeline? Now we have 2 split timelines. That's just setting it up for.
And then plus with, what was it, Disney taking them over?
Yes, Disney's going to make all their Plus programs. So.
I mean, it just, in this time and age for comic books, if you weren't into their movies before, guess what? It's going to be shoved down your throat. Yeah. Like, anywhere you go, there's going to be a superhero movie.
Well, yeah, but it's been, what it is like this genre could not been done back in the day, and everybody's been waiting for it to be done right, and when it finally is, that's why it's this big.
Yeah, but I wish we were that old when we wished they would have done this.
What?
I wish I was a kid, like a teenager, when this whole genre is going on.
Oh, yeah.
Because think about how much more free time you actually had back then to actually keep up on it.
I had a lot of time, but
okay, you have boys, I have girls. They're not interested in any of this stuff.
That's not what I meant, as in, I had a lot of pre-existing knowledge and interests, because when I would grow up, I just, all I had was comic books. I love freaking comic books, and when I moved around as much as I did, and
they were consistent.
It was fun. I always loved it. Plus, I was an artist, so that just drew me to it. So,
did you, in all that moving around, did you always consider here, Ligonier, your home base? Or have you always felt out of place up until recently, being a family man? You're not out of place in that realm.
No, I think I just live wherever I live. When I lived in North Carolina, I found this was home base, but I did miss home. Yeah, I was homesick because it's only really home base as far away from your roots as you could possibly go without missing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I live in North Webster. Adam and my parents live in Albion and stuff. It's that's not bad. Mm-hmm. It's not bad everywhere. I'm talking to you. It's possible we can talk.
Yeah.
My buddy, all my buddies, and that's cool and all. But if I lived in Florida for 2 years, and that was home base to me. I missed everybody back at home. I missed you, missed Hagerman, missed Troy. Those are fifth grade. We were freaking Stranger Things. All 4 of us hanging out, you know, and it was really good. That was really good.
I think that was when I first experienced the idea of the whole concept of friendship, school friends, work friends, actual friends.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
There's 3 tiers.
And when we were back then, when we were real young, we were just school friends. But then by the time you left, we were almost absorbing into actual friends. Hey, we're staying over, we're doing this, we're going here, we're doing outside of school. So I think that's where our friendship, especially once you got back.
Real friends meet up on the outside.
Exactly.
That's what I say.
Yeah.
And that's how I know, okay, I have, buddies at work. We met up at, B-dubs, not all the time, but when we can, and that's some cool shit, because it's we're choosing to meet and hang out with each other because it's such a good time hanging out with each other at work. You know what I mean? And we have a good rapport, So it's that's how you can really just establish the way friendship goes. I mean, if you're hanging out more than you do at school, that's saying a lot,
It is too, Because, I mean, once we got into, high school, we started working together.
You know who I'd like to talk to, and he's really close to you?
Who?
Dan Lehman.
Dan Lehman.
Yeah, I know he's out there. If I hear you, hey, I'm calling you out, Dan. Like, I think you only live like 30 minutes away from Josh.
Yeah.
He lives at the bottom of this, like, underneath the underpass of a railroad track. The city's dark. It's got a spotlight in the sky.
Really? This place sounds familiar.
Yeah, I wasn't describing Gotham City.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, man.
Hey, what was that you said the earlier today about that picture over there?
Oh,
What'd you call him?
He's got a picture of Jimi Hendrix over there. I look over, I glance over at it, right?
You did glance.
I did a glance and looked right back at you. I go, nice Bob Marley picture. And you're like, that's fucking Jimi Hendrix,
that's
dude.
Jimi Hendrix there.
Stupid ass. Yeah, Josh got me this really kick-ass thing. It's a wind chime, and it's a nice little present. You said housewarming present?
Whoa, yeah. I hadn't.
It's really cool.
Yeah,
it's got hummingbirds.
I mean, me and Devin, we've talked about it before. We've gone through life. We always stay connected in a sense, but we disconnect from like areas where we're at. So we reconnected right before my wedding, a few months before then. And you were telling me about you getting a house, and then it took me a while to get out there to finally see it.
Yeah, I mean, you do live a physical hour away.
Yeah.
When you go to GPS from my house, it's just an hour. It just says 1 hour, and it's like, dang, okay.
And depending on how fast you go, you can make up time.
Yeah, it's not that bad if you take 19.
Yeah. Like going back for you, it'll feel like a breeze.
Yeah, for some reason it's faster.
On the way back, every time I come from your house, I'm like, well, that was only like 40 minutes.
Yeah, I still got to stop at the store and check out some computers and hook my mom up.
Yeah, got to get her a computer.
Yeah, she needs it for work. Yep. Man, I had a fun time when we had Zach over.
I did too.
Man, funny guy. And he came full of just nothing but funny stories and his point of view on life.
Zach's presence is just comical. Like he's one of those people that he may not be intentionally trying to be funny at the moment, but what's coming out of his mouth is fucking hysterical.
When he told me he made that dude cry, oh my god, he goes, what a fucking idiot to do that.
And then for a business person, I mean, think about it.
Well,
a business person to say, I would much rather you use this than just start a membership and not.
He's there to push you. He's like a
he
drill
doesn't
sergeant.
want your money. He does, but he wants you to actually put forth an effort.
It reminds me he's got that the guy that trained Rocky Balboa in the movie, like his gym.
Oh yeah.
His mindset behind that, they come in, they work hard and stuff, but it looks like it's just full of savages there, So
just punching
just punching each other, talking shit and whatnot.
Two guys in the ring just knocking each other out.
I miss that 1980s feel. So yeah, I think that's what what comes to my mind.
He's just like he's someone who jokes around, but when it comes to life, it's like straightforward.
He's very serious when things are serious.
And that's how you want someone to be. You know, he's a good guy. His pictures, dude, on Facebook. Oh my god, his daughter cracks me up. Her facial expressions, like they'll go to some weird little thing and she'll find a gem, and he'll take a picture of her, and she's so happy. Well, he'll take her to like where they made bush beans, and she's just like Morticia or Wednesday from Addams Family. Yeah. But she cracks me up, man. She's gonna be a funny human being
Yeah.
You
yeah,
watch
yeah.
it.
He's got her dialed in. I can tell you that.
Zach, let me tell you this: if you don't see the comedy in her and get her into drama and stuff like that, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too proud to admit I was in drama.
Yeah, dude.
I had a great time. I had a great fucking time.
I honestly think that she would be a funny person on Saturday Night Live later on in life.
Yeah.
So anyway, what do you got coming up on your entertainment docket for your viewing pleasure, Devin? What are your shows?
My shows that I've been watching.
Yeah.
Let's see. I've been catching up on Parks and Recreation.
Good one.
My wife and I, sit down.
My wife.
Sit down together and we sat and watched The Masked Singer on Hulu.
Oh, why'd you have to say that?
She sucked me in, and plus it's something we do together.
Yeah, but then she's gonna be like, "Hey, now you gotta watch it with me."
Oh, she's been asking you?
Yeah.
Oh, you fucking got
cool.
fucked. You better watch it. It's actually pretty good. It's fun to guess, but other than that,
but that's Wednesday.
It's on Hulu.
Yeah, but she watches it live because we watch it on the Xfinity app.
And it's on Hulu.
I know, but she'd want me to watch it live with her.
You living at the same time she's living?
Yeah.
That's sweet. Aww.
Yeah. So, that AEW wrestling is on at that same time.
Oh.
So, and they're new. But
it conflicts.
I got to give it into this last week, with the whole, our whole technical difficulties. I just was focused on pushing forward and getting going.
Yeah.
Catching more traction because I felt we were losing traction with it. So I neglected a little things this week. So yeah, I'll watch it. It's a promise to you, Devin.
Oh yeah.
But you got The Masked Singer you guys have been watching?
Yeah, we've been watching it.
You enjoying that?
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah.
It's something to do. I like it. What else? I think the last good movie I watched, I rewatched Deadpool 2, and that was fun.
Still not seen Deadpool 1.
Wow, you are doing Ryan Reynolds a disservice right now. If Ryan Reynolds walked into your house, probably piss in your face. Directly into your eye canals. Yep.
So what else you been watching, Devin? I don't want to go against Ryan Reynolds, but I don't know, the Deadpool thing never.
Attack on Titan. That's a good show.
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
I think that last time, yeah.
Yeah, that sounded interesting. Where's your biggest viewing? What platform are you viewing on the most?
Oh man, well, I'd say Netflix. Netflix for one. YouTube reigns over everything though.
Yeah.
I believe because man, you just whatever you want. It is tailored to you. I watch tournaments online, like the Tekken tournaments online, and they'll go through all the top 8s, and then out of all of the world, the Koreans and the Japanese have just been murdering everybody, and we got this new dude. He's not new. His name's Lil Majin, and he's just been wrecking people.
Yeah.
He's the only American to beat this one dude, and
so you really get into those tournaments.
I like those esports. Yeah.
You ever think about going to a live one?
I've been to live tournaments before.
Yeah,
not as big as that though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I would love that. Yeah, I'd love to go to one of those.
That'd be like a Super Bowl for you.
I think I would need to bone up at local tournaments before I would do the big ones. There's no way that.
Yeah, but wouldn't you just go just to spectate?
Oh yeah, just to watch.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I would go ahead and say, and they do let you play there and see how far you get, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Would you ever go to a sporting event?
You just said a sporting event.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would.
So if I flopped down 2 tickets tonight, basketball game, you want to go?
I would like to watch basketball. They're fun. That's fun.
I like the events. I've been to a couple. They're fun.
I
would like to go to a convention though.
A convention? What do you mean
like
by
what
that?
you're talking about.
Oh, like Fantasticon deal? Oh, those are so fun, man. And there's another one coming up. PopCon's coming up.
I seen the list of people going to be there.
Yeah.
It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, PopCon's, I believe, way bigger than the Fantasticon. The Fantasticon is like more centralized on comic books only, really. And they, there's a lot of rules being broken when it comes to that when we went there. But PopCon is even bigger. It's like anything and everything. You got people with their books. Tons of authors coming out with new materials, and man, there was this one guy. He wrote this zombie book, and it was set back in like the old English times or something. It was really good.
Do you ever hear of Armory Wars?
Armory Wars?
Yeah. That band I listened to, Coheed and Cambria?
Yeah.
Their lead singer writes them. And the music's like certain songs are soundtracks to the actual comic book.
Really?
Yeah. Something worth getting into. I have one. Oh shit, I don't even know where that's at. But I have one but they're like, I find a very hard time finding them because you're supposed to look for them in hardback and and it's kind of difficult, and when you trade for them, it gets pretty expensive.
I know that Twisted's got a new comic book out, and it's called Haunted Highlands. And they're doing this Kickstarter program, and you enter the program, and you can get everything, but you get all these prizes and things when you do it. But it's to promote all their comic coming out and actually being legitimized in a different way.
Sweet.
So, word up to them.
So you got we were talking earlier. You got Stranger Things. You're going to start watching that?
I've watched season 1, 2. I started season 3. A lot of people are already been done with this. They binged it the first freaking night. But I want to watch. I saved Stranger Things for October for me because that's when I wanted to watch it. And
teach Leslie how to do that.
Do what?
She binge watches. Like if it comes out, boom, she's done.
I can't do it all like that. We did that with Game of Thrones, but
oh my god,
holy hell, that was. Then Walking Dead, there's some I have to catch up on Walking Dead.
Yeah. Did you like any of the spin-offs of The Walking Dead?
Like Fear of the Walking Dead?
Yeah.
Honestly, I've only seen one episode. I wouldn't say... I'd say, yeah, I would like it. It's just a different take, but I know that they're really reaching. And then they start putting in people from the other Walking Dead in, and then you're like, well, let's make it a little more interesting. But
when do you think they'll make a zombie movie that you'll be completely appalled with?
Be mad at?
You'll just be man. Like, get out of town!
Well, here's something that was crazy is, now I read this book before I hate when people say this, and I'm saying it now, okay? I hate when people say this, but I'm saying it now. I read the book,
brother, man.
I read the book before the movie, okay?
Of what?
World War Z.
Okay.
It's an amazing book. If I would just read that book, it's really good. It's like separated on how everybody operates in a different way in spectrum with all this happening, and even goes through like a lot of the physics of, there's just tons of zombies at the bottom of the ocean right now, and they're still alive, just floating, shit like that, freezing up in the north. They're just blocks of ice, and there's no zombies for like months and months and months, and then they all unthaw at the end of the freaking, when the season's done, and then you have all these zombies back again.
Yeah.
So crazy. But World War Z, I was freaked out because they ran full speed. They didn't give a shit.
That's what I was going to ask you. How have you enjoyed the evolution of zombies from
it's
our
scarier.
generation?
Scarier. Like when I watched Night of the Living Dead, black and white version. Where
best.
Yeah. And they're in the house and they're just coming in and they won't stop. and
that was
it was like a slow death.
That was a very progressive movie for its time.
Why so? Because the lead actor was black? Is
Yeah,
that what you're saying?
it was.
Yeah.
And it showed him as a strong character. Hero.
It was a badass movie.
It was. If you if you haven't seen it, you should. If you have older kids in their teens and they're looking for a movie to watch, check it out.
Tell them it's cheesy for its time, but believe it or not, it doesn't really lose its taste.
No. Because there's some movies out there that do. Like, I can't watch Toxic Avengers.
Oh, no.
Like when we were younger.
You know what I watched the other day, and the CGI was questionable, but I loved it. Evolution with David Duchovny and Sean William Scott.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That was a great movie. Yeah. I love watching that freaking movie. It's a good one.
That's funny. Yeah, I like those types of weird, nonsensical movies where they take the idea of what is supposed to scare us, like Mars Attacks.
Oh my gosh, yeah. You know that movie is, you can't even be serious. You know that movie is not even serious.
Yeah, but it's so funny.
Like
Eight-Legged Freaks.
The Pest.
Yeah. Oh, John, you know what, John Leguizamo? If you happen to stumble upon this, sir, I wished you would have done greater things with your career and been more. I wish you were relevant now. I wish you had a podcast right now. I would listen.
Oh my God. Okay, yeah. If you had a podcast, John, I'd be all over that, man.
He was hilarious when we were younger.
He's still hilarious. He did this. He was like doing Hispanic history, but it was like a comedic show.
Yeah.
It was very interesting.
Yeah.
It was very interesting, and I liked the way he went on it. But I was like, I still miss the comedian.
Yeah,
you know, the full blown comedian.
Yeah,
and there's no diss, but man,
his antics were over the top.
Who could have played the clown better in Spawn?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah. He should have got an Oscar for that movie.
I believe he should have gotten an Oscar for that freaking movie.
He acted his ass off in that movie.
Yeah,
to make you believe that he was this evil human.
He was so short. He was hunched over every time he was doing it.
And that voice he had to do.
Come on. Yeah. Yeah, he was very good.
He was good.
Violator!
Man, yeah. Go back in history, people. Go check out some Leguizamo movies.
Yeah. He did a good job.
Wasn't he? Yeah, he was Spider in Spun. You ever watch Spun?
Mm-mm.
Spun was like you remember in mid-2000s when actors were doing like these B-rated movies? So Spun was basically about meth and this town.
I've seen this movie. Yeah,
he was that one that the dealer.
The dealer, yeah.
He fucking made me believe he was like a tweaker.
What about Mark Wahlberg in The Big Hit?
What about Mark Wahlberg's career?
What about it?
His evolution of him. To just go from what he started with to the incident.
What incident? What are you talking about?
When he said some things that got him blacklisted from entertainment.
What? I did not hear about this.
He ended up having to get there was now, I'm trying to remember it, but there was some type of action filed upon him for an incident that happened when he was 17, 16.
Wow.
Something like that, yeah. I was watching one of those. You know how E! Entertainment every once in a while does something, and they do little stories about things. They did something about it. You know, it's a really good channel for stuff like that, like getting little stories. Viceland.
Right.
Yeah, I love that channel, man. And then that, what's his name? That does Fuck That's Delicious.
I don't know.
He's a rapper, and he goes around and he like eats all these foods from different places. He's always like,
oh my gosh,
that's delicious.
Speaking, I want to talk about other YouTubers. I know we're on YouTube now, talking on YouTube.
Talking the tube of the U.
But there's some ones that I follow and they're awesome. Like, have you heard of Markiplier?
No.
Yeah, my kid's into him. He's pretty cool. There's just quite a few of these guys and girls out there. They're pretty funny and making a lot of people happy and stuff. And where was I going with this? How can I be political?
It's hard.
There was one that I saw that I won't name. I can't speak of the name, but my kid watches it, and they're full-grown adults doing kid stuff. It's weird. They are very kid-friendly, and they're just doing things like putting cardboard box boats in a pool and filling it with slime and jumping in it, or rolling, or having a whole house, their like Monopoly board or something like that. Building blocks, just random shit that they're doing and filming, and it's fucking goofy and shit. And I'm like, these people are getting paid so much just to be a kid. It's insane. Yeah, that
cheddar.
That cheddar, I guess.
Big Money Hustler should have been a bigger movie than what it was.
Didn't they say they were making a third one?
I hope so.
I think something about space.
Great.
About space.
Perfect. Don't care. They could do it in a desert. I'd watch it.
Well, you won't have big stank little food anymore. Isn't that sad? That's sad, guys. Just letting you know, if any of you guys are listening, that's sad.
It's real sad.
That's it. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
Anyway, what else? Yeah.
We got I got for my entertainment coming up with the Hell in a Cell from WWE's coming up. Bow, bow, bow.
Nice.
Remember the one with Mick Foley getting thrown through the cage?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Not Mankind, but Mick Foley.
Well, he was Mankind, and then he was Mick Foley, and then he was Cactus Jack.
Cactus Sack.
Yeah, he was Cactus Sack too. JCW.
Didn't he have a fucking sock?
Yeah, Mr. Sacco.
Mr. Sacco.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. Mr. Sacco was amazing.
He would stuff it in your mouth and you just gag on his nut juice. That's fucked up.
Yeah. That is
just
real
saying.
messed up.
I'm just saying it bluntly. That's all I wanted to say.
You remember Chris Benoit?
Chris Benoit.
You want to see him break Sabu's neck with one move?
Yeah, I do. Let me see this.
This is the infamous move of Benoit breaking Sabu's neck in a match. Right here. Watch what he does. Oh, shit. That's
not it. No.
That's a little more.
Chris Benoit.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
Lands him on his neck. Oh!
Broke his neck. Now,
oh! Landed like a dart in the grass.
Now, we all know Chris Benoit is dead.
Yeah, he went crazy.
Yeah. There's incidents that happen. I've seen that clip hundreds of times. What move was he doing to legitimize that throw? If you slow it down and you watch it, he lifts him straight up in the air. And if you were going to do that type of wrestling move, because I've seen them do something like that.
Mm-hmm. And like flip.
They flip, or the guy lifting you turns and slams you to
down
the ground.
So you can control where you go.
He lifted and then walked away.
Yeah, just threw him behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just like, I don't give a fuck.
Check that out, people. It's Sabu Chris Benoit, ECW. Put it into YouTube. You'll find it.
he launches into the sky like a lawn dart.
Just throws him straight up.
Lands on his head and his neck.
Man, it was... And guess what? Sabu, days later, wrestled in Japan with a duct-taped neck brace and had one of the best matches he's ever fucking had.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Sabu.
Sabu.
He shattered his hand one time and super glued it back together, and then put a cast on it, and then went and wrestled.
You can't super glue what happened to that guy that Josh showed us. That was fucked up. That stuff's morbid, man.
Yeah. Zach definitely gave me nightmares. And I haven't even been to sleep
I'm glad. And they're gonna be happy nightmares though.
Yeah. Zach was a great guest.
Yeah, great guest. This has been a good one. The last one was good too.
We're trying to make up for our lag of time that we had. Hopefully, releasing 2 podcasts this week will suffice.
We'll release it all over you guys' faces. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Juke juke.
But you guys have a great week. Well, until the next episode, keep listening. Thanks a lot, everybody.
Hit us up if you want to see us.